G'day, we're backstage at the 19th Meredith Music Festival and speaking with Richie Lewis and Jay Curley from Tumbleweed.
Hi.
Hi. Now, there's a general sense in the crowd and also backstage that Tumbleweed at Meredith is just a perfect combination. Were you aware of Meredith over the last year?
I've always been aware of it. We've never done it before. I'm looking forward to it.
What had you heard about it? What did you know about it?
Well, through friends of mine such as Wally, they've often raved about it. Everybody who has done it, Cram's a good friend of mine as well. He's done it a couple of times. I think he did it last year or the year before. He loved it. I haven't heard a bad word about it. I think what I hear is that it's relaxed, it's laid back, it's in a beautiful spot. People are friendly, they're into the music, and they all have a good time, and there's no hassles.
That's exactly what I've found from the hour I've been in. Everyone's cool, they're all fun out there, they're all having a good time.
So this is the kind of festival that you would like to go to as well?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Same, actually, when I was walking out there amongst the food, which have good food as well, having the Hare Krishna food and whatnot. I was thinking, geez, and seeing people just running around having a good time, fairy lights, bits of art, the hanging cow, lots of good things. I thought, wish we weren't playing and I was here for the weekend.
Yeah, people put a lot of effort in, don't they? They create their own little mini lounge rooms and bring them with them, which is really cute.
Yeah, that's cool.
And all the orange people, like the people with the orange security things, they're all really nice here, where sometimes we rock up and we're in the band, we don't know what's going on, and we just treated like, wow, yeah. Everyone around here's been nice as.
Yeah, it can be pretty full on, can't it? They treat you a bit like a prisoner and then you have a good time here and then you spend your $10 on a can of beer or whatever. Yeah. Being able to bring...
That's another thing. There's that food bit there where you can get like a sausage sanger for $4 and get a steak sanger for $5. We did a home bake last weekend. Bottle of water was $5.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
so it's quite refreshing and normal. I mean, that's the way it should be. So it's
It makes it so much easier for people to have a good time, doesn't it?
Definitely. There's no room for sort of bitching and arguing. You don't sort of go, hey, I'm hungry, I want to go get a sausage sanger, and it's $12.50, and it's got sort of caramelised onions on it and stuff like that you don't want. It's straight up, cheap, affordable, good fun, nice lighting, good atmosphere.
It's a beautiful area.
Mm.
Yeah,
We got here at a really good time where we got to see the sunset as we were driving in. That was beautiful. And another thing I like about this, we've been looking forward to it too, a very respected man that we all do is Link. He said that this is his favourite. And once Link said that, it was like, okay, I'm looking forward to this.
All of the dudes say it's their favourite, really, don't they? So yeah, that's why we're looking forward to that. And we can't believe we haven't played it before, but it's good, better late than never, I suppose.
This is such an exciting time in your career too. So reformed after how long exactly was the hiatus?
It's about 10, 12, 15 years, somewhere in that.
And what was it like to get back into the rehearsal room and play together again?
Weird, but great. But outright, yeah.
It's like riding a bike?
It was a bit. What happened was when we first rocked up, everybody was really nervous and we didn't know where to begin. But as soon as we all plugged in and kicked off, it just all sounded great, and we just thought, yep, let's do it. Because it just, I know it's like it washed away a lot of years of stuff, and it was good to sort of get rid of that.
Because you guys were really part of that huge surge of popularity for, I suppose, grunge or whatever kind of music you want to call it. And then you sort of got to a point where you signed to the William Morris agency and at the precipice of massive fame, and you pulled back. What did that view look like that made you sort of go, hang on, maybe I don't want this?
I think that, well, personally speaking, I think there was a definite sort of point, especially I can remember sort of going to the toilet and looking across at Lenny at the William Morris agency meeting. That's pretty full on, and I just thought to myself, geez, it means we're going to move here, it's going to be our life. And I don't know, there was for the first time, up to that point, the first little glimmer of doubt of whether that's what I wanted to do. And I think when you have that, as soon as doubt sort of gets into any sort of anything that you're going for, it's sort of like a slow sort of unraveling to the end in a way.
Yeah. Did it make you sort of come back to the other parts of your life with a different perspective and go, oh, I want to do something else with this part of my life?
No, we tried to make it work for the rest of the years, and I suppose it wasn't until my daughter was born when my priorities shifted, and I thought, well, that's where I want to spend my time. Yeah.
It's funny, when I think back on Tumbleweed at the time, all I see is hair. Is long hair and rock and roll, like, what's the connection?
I just don't like anyone seeing my face.
You put it right
So if I go like this, I'm fine. I shaved my head once and had to do a couple of gigs, and then I couldn't hide all these stupid expressions that I get on the face. So no, I don't know the hair thing. We just got long hair.
But when we first started, we thought we all had to have long hair, but it was based on...
We wanted to be like the Beatles and the Stones, man.
That's right.
We
Beatles.
needed a gimmick.
Beatles, Stones, but really Ramones as well. Like big Ramones fans had long hair. I don't know. It's just long hair. That's the thing to do.
Gives something to swish around too.
Yeah.
Is it really fun to be physically performing, like up there playing live?
Oh yeah.
Best thing in the world.
Everything else disappears. It's a one moment that you have where nothing else matters.
And how does that compare with recordings? Obviously, the records are what survive, really. I suppose
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I think recording's a different medium that it doesn't really. I don't know. You're always thinking and
Concentrating. And
put
there's
things
nerves in there
together.
too, because it's like, now this, well, we go on stage, it's like we can just whack it all in there. What we do is what we do, and that's it. We can't mess with it. Whereas in the studio, that lasts. This is stuff that's gonna like stay there forever. So yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking. But we recorded all that stuff when we were very young too.
I'm not really happy or satisfied with the recordings that we did. I think the live sound and stuff was never really captured.
No, it wasn't. I agree with you there.
And what happens is you tend to make up for the lack of the strength of Tumbleweed is really the energy and sound live. That is impossible to capture on a record. The songs are good, but you can't. You're trying to make up for this lack of energy and lack of sound that you get from a live show, and so therefore you're putting in other instrumentation or different backing vocals, and it's like polishing a turd. It's just disgusting. And I remember like a big American producer came out and did our record and basically cut up tape and just did all this amazing engineering. And
he turned us off our own songs.
Yeah, when we were in New York, we listened to it for the first time. We just went, "What is that? It? Jesus Christ!"
Yeah.
But
no, well said, Richie. I agree with everything.
You learn to live with it.
So putting together a set for something like a big live show, Meredith Friday night, is that fun? Like, do you pick out the songs that have got the most energy, your real favourites, or how do you put it together?
We've got 45 minutes.
That's very, very good. Richie keeps on asking us, and
I keep changing it. Yeah, we've gone through a few set lists. A lot of thought action goes into it.
But we do all agree. We agree pretty well on it.
Eventually.
With each other.
Eventually. Because like what'll happen is like we'll write out a set list with like say 50 minutes or an hour, and then we'll cut down to our best 45 for tonight, and then we'll say, oh, let's swap that one around and that one around, let's get rid of that one, put that one in, and I'll keep doing that until today.
Cool. Well, everyone's so thrilled to have you here. I just wondered, would you like to maybe record a short message to the people who might be watching this who are really big Meredith fans or Tumbleweed fans, and say hello from Tumbleweed?
Hi people of Meredith, it's Richie here from Tumbleweed. Rock on.
Hello, rock fans. Yeah, good on you.
Well, have a great set tonight.
Awesome.
And it's really very nice to
very
meet
much.
you.
You too.